Hello again, my cryptid connoisseurs. It's been a day or two. I recently got a new job, so I've been here and there. Regular episodes should be coming every day, if not then, every other day. In this show, we go over the fascinating monsters found in media, folklore, or under your bed. What are their weaknesses? What do they look like? Where do they originate from? Do they like their coffee with milk or cream? And more facts here on Creatures, Cryptids, and Cretchers. In this episode, we will be exploring the Wendigo, one of my favorite cryptids, if I do say. The creature goes by many names, which I might pronounce wrong, or not. Wendigo, Wendigo, Wendiga, Wendigo, or Manaha, as well as many others. But the word Wendigo comes from the Algonquin word meaning evil spirit. It also means evil spirit in Ojibwe. The Algonquin people, which is where the creature comes from in folklore, name it to be a demonic half-beast. But overall, I think it's just a really hungry boy who chose some of the coldest parts of the world to reside. Originating from the lore of natives of the plains and Great Plains, this tall, thin creature has glowing eyes, bones possibly protruding through the flesh, fangs, elongated limbs, big claws, skin stretched tight to the bone, sunken eyes, long tongues, possible antlers with the cervine skull if we go with the European version, or human-like with the more traditional version, especially since the Wendigo has a detachment and overall disrespect for nature, which wouldn't really make sense with the animal shtick. They are seen to have yellowish-green skin due to being emaciated, or in some cases, an ash-toned skin. They also smell bad, so there's that. Like living corpses essentially. They can be found all over, and if not Wendigos, then creatures of the same subset with a different name. Hell, they might even be your next-door neighbor at this point. You know that uncontrollable hunger you get at 3 a.m. that may or may not make you drive to a Denny's to buy a meal you're pretty sure is food, that may send your stomach off a cliff 4 hours later? Well, Wendigos feel that all the time, just in a cannibal sense. So instead of a waffle meal, or whatever else you'll have there, imagine a human hand. And the worst part about it is the desire for food gets stronger with each kill, which is honestly unfair. No satisfaction for finishing the meal or anything. In one tale, it said that the first ever Wendigo was a lost hunter that during a brutal winter was driven to cannibalism due to intense hunger. This decision transformed the man into the crazed beast to roam the woods looking for more people to eat. It is said that others can be possessed by the Wendigo if driven to cannibalism in the vicinity of a Wendigo spirit. Alternatively, the spirit can say screw it and possess you regardless, usually possessing the weak or people that are given into greed, excess, or gluttony, or others that are out in the cold of winter and lost and extremely hungry. The Wendigo would remove your social life, sanity, and give you a hunger for flesh, which frankly I think is rude. They could have just asked first. It's said that one spirit can theoretically possess multiple people. It is believed that to stop the transition into a Wendigo, which can only be done before eating human meat, you can feast on either animal fat or animal grease, which will make you vomit ice for some reason, therefore ejecting the evil spirit. Outside of being physically more capable than humans, essentially the predator, just a lot more screwed up, it's said that they can mimic human voices, heal fast, survive most climates, appear in the form of a gory animal, and that they only get stronger with age. Some say the Wendigo can control weather, depending on the age, or even animals if old enough, which personally I think is cheating. Pick one. Wendigo slayers existed as well. People who would slay others they believed to be transforming into a Wendigo. Jack Fiddler, a Cree chief medicine man, being one of them. He slayed 14 people before being detained by Canadian authorities, and claimed the people had either transformed into a Wendigo or were headed in that direction. Fiddler took his own life before he could stand trial. It is said that Wendigos can integrate into human society and or manipulate humans, and in most senses when this does happen, it's like a sense of evil invading the minds of those nearby, leading them to also become Wendigos. Weaknesses? Well, some tribes would perform ceremonial dances and rituals to keep the Wendigos away, or offer oblations. It's also said that you can also go for the ice heart. Take that shit out and kick it like a football. Texas chainsaw that sucker with your safety chainsaw that you should always carry in the woods if you're alone. Do not forget that. Therefore, setting free the spirit of the Wendigo and saving the day. Or lastly, you could just go with my really big rock method to paralyze the Wendigo briefly. I'm not saying that it's 100%. I'm just saying that it's an option. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Or do. Your choice is not mine. So that's the Wendigo. And with that, don't be greedy. Material goods are just that. And gluttony isn't good either. Unless you want to meet this creature. I don't know what you want in life. They will be waiting either way. So keep watch. Be careful treading in the dark woods during cold winter evenings. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. Have a good night.